Cause you about to be an ATLien.
So Sheree and Tyrone, y'all, we talked about this a couple of days ago. And Sheree was in trouble. Well, Sheree had gotten Tyrone in trouble because they was filming a scene, around his halfway house. And he got an ankle bracelet on. And so Bravo had to pretty much put it out there that, Sheree had gotten stood up by Tyrone so they wouldn't get Tyrone in trouble because, that's in violation of his parole and they would have locked his ass back up. So, the press release and all the things they did, it didn't work. I think Tyrone still was reprimanded, and now Tyrone is still trying to, get it out there that, he and Sheree are not involved and he is not going to be on this reality show. So much so that he has sent Bravo a cease and desist. He has sent Bravo, True Entertainment, and everywhere else that used his name, and Sheree Whitfield and everybody else a cease and desist, telling them that they need to stop using his name. He ain't got nothing to do with this reality show. He's trying to separate himself. He's like, please stop using my whole full name, Tyrone Gilliams. He even put links to the YouTube, to the Bravo TV YouTube channel where they had clips of videos where they said Nene and Sheree talk about Tyrone Gilliams. And he's like, listen, you using my name is an unlawful use of my name and likeness, and I am not getting paid for it. So he like, stop it. I ain't on that show. I ain't getting no check. I'm sitting in the halfway house. I'm broke. I need some money. Sheree spent all my illegal gains, allegedly. Sheree finished her house and built up her basement with the money he left dug in the backyard, allegedly. She didn't pay him back. He's pissed off. He ain't got his money. He's still serving his time. And he was like, listen, last thing I want to do is go back to jail. So he wrote this letter. Listen, November 22nd, 2021, honey, via first class mail. That's how you send it. You don't send it in email. You don't send cease and desist emails because they don't matter. So he sent it to Bravo Media, to Bravo TV, to a division of NBC Universal. He also sent it to NBC Universal Media. He said it's a cease and desist, unlawful use of Tyrone Gilliams' name and likeness. We, the counsel to Mr. Tyrone Gilliams, has come to our attention that Truly Original LLC, Bravo Media LLC, and NBC Universal Media, collectively, the network, have unlawfully used Mr. Gilliams' name and likeness for commercial purposes in connection with the television program Real Housewives of Atlanta, the program, in violation of numerous state and federal laws governing misappropriation and right of publicity. Specifically, it appears to that production and the network have consistently and deliberately used Mr. Gilliams' name and likeness in connection with the program for numerous seasons without his permission. Examples of these flagrant violations include, but are not limited to, the following. Now, let me click one of these links to see where it goes. Hold on.
Chocolate milk.
Look, Sheree opens up to her daughter about Tyrone Gilliams. Season 10, episode 17. He done went way back to 2018. They was using his whole full name, and he wasn't even in the show. Let's see what's another one. Hold on, let me go back. Let's see what's another one. Let's see what.
Let me ask you this.
This when Tyrone was on the phone. They said Tyrone Gilliams and Nene Leakes dated. So maybe if they had just used his first name, he wouldn't be suing. But they used his whole full government name, and he didn't get not one check from it. Let's go back. And he was in jail, so he might be in trouble. Let's see what this other one is. Hold on.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
This will say Sheree Whitfield drops a bomb about her new boo. So I guess they mentioned his name in the clip. I don't want to play the clip because Bravo might get me. Let's see what the other one is. Tyrone is serious. And this is this was the reunion. Did Nene Leakes stalk Tyrone Gilliams? So Tyrone is like, y'all using my name for all this, and I didn't get not one cut would you be mad? You would feel some kind of way. Okay. But he also says, please be aware that at no time has Mr. Gilliams or his agents entered into a agreement with the production or network or otherwise granted permission to productions, the network, or any third party entity to use his name or likeness in connection with the program. So he's saying he didn't give permission to production, the network, or Sheree. He said no, or a third party. Furthermore, we are not aware that productions or the network made any inquiry or gesture to contact Mr. Gilliams' representatives to obtain such authorization. Accordingly, productions and the network have no right to utilize Mr. Gilliams' name, image, likeness, or identity in connection with program or any so-called spin-off program that we understand may be contemplated. Now, you know damn well they ain't contemplating no spin-off for Sheree. But I guess he covered all the bases.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Somebody said fair use. Is it fair use to use somebody's whole full name and they ain't even on the show? Now, listen, I'm not on the show, but if they use Michelle Brown said blah, 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 I would feel some kind of way. Well, I guess, unless it's a part of my commentary. But even though it's a part of my commentary, they send me release forms when they use like my site and stuff like that. So I wonder if he signed any release forms. It's interesting. Okay. It said, absent the express written consent of Mr. Gilliams. Oh, well, that means no, he didn't sign a consent form. The commercial exploitation of the program and sale of related products or services is a blatant and intentional infringement of Mr. Gilliams' rights of publicity. Exploitation of Mr. Gilliams' name, likeness, and image to promote, advertise, and market the program falsely implies that Mr. Gilliams has granted production and the network certain rights to do so. He has not. This is long, child. They saying they didn't gave you the definition of a likeness, gave you the Pennsylvania statutes and everything. Oh, they saying, except and provided you cannot use it in connection with the offering for sale of products, merchandise, goods, or services. They got like ads on their videos. They got ads on, on the TV, on the special. They got ads on the reunion. So yeah, they got advertisers. Ooh, okay. And he goes on to say, aside from the flagrant violations against Mr. Gilliams outlined above, it should also be noted that productions and the network appear to have engaged or intended to engage in an intentional effort to defame and slander Mr. Gilliams' name and reputation by exploiting content or intending to exploit content to suggest that Mr. Gilliams was involved or associated with a fraud on the United States government in connection with the Paycheck Protection Program, which is entirely false. Listen, he's telling us something we don't know. Sheree got a PPP loan, though. But are they saying that Tyrone got a PPP loan, too? Or maybe Sheree got a PPP loan for Tyrone? I don't know. I'm just guessing. What y'all think? What y'all think? We do know Sheree got a PPP loan. We talked about that. But what Sheree get a PPP loan for? She got joggers. I mean, she ain't selling that. I don't know. But anyway, it ain't my business, man. I don't make the news. I just blog about it. Let's continue. According on behalf of Mr. Gilliams, we hereby demand that productions and the network immediately comply with the following. Number one, cease and desist any and all exploitation of Mr. Gilliams' name and likeness. Number two, remove all programming and related promotional social media posts that unlawfully and fraudulently use Mr. Gilliams' name and likeness. And number three, cease and desist marketing, advertising, and exploiting any content that contains Mr. Gilliams' name and likeness. Please contact us, blah, 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 blah. Look, and govern yourself accordingly. They didn't use that. That's my favorite one when people say govern yourself accordingly, whatever that means. So you said he trying to stay a free man, child. He wants some money. Wouldn't you want some money if they used your name? Riddle me this. As hot as Sheree is, why can't she pull a man for reals? I mean, why can't Kenya? But I digress. I mean, the whole Bob and Tyrone storyline is the only two she can pull. Really must be slim pickings in the ATL. She had Bob, she had Tyrone, and she had the professor. Remember the man? I can't even remember his name. He was supposed to be a fake professor or something. She is supposed to have employees. Maybe she listed him as one. Ooh, 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 that ooh.
Here we go.
Ooh, not listed Tyrone as an employee. Well, he need to be suing her. Ply said PPP is poor people prison. Is that what it is? Ooh, oh well.